Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, Winter Railway Adventures, Episode 111, Tick-Tock-Jock. Henry was feeling ill one morning. He had enough steam to reach Knapford Station, but he was too weak to pull the train. He pulled into a siding to let the other engines go. "What's the matter with Henry?" asked James. "Recently he's been having boiler problems a lot." "Huh," replied Gordon. "He probably just doesn't want to work." "Don't be mean," said Duck. "Remember long ago when Henry had lots of problems with the coal? Sir Topham Hatt got him some Welsh coal and he was all better, but I think he might need it again. He looks terrible." Nobody noticed Mike in a siding in the yard. He chuckled quietly to himself and sped off. He had put water in Henry's coal, and that was giving him boiler ache. "Ha ha ha," laughed Mike. "That was good. Henry won't feel right for weeks." But Mike wouldn't get away that easily. Douglas found some Aresdale coal that had spilled over Mike's tender a few minutes later by the shed. He raced off quickly to tell the other engines the news. "So you're saying that Mike put water in Henry's coal to not make him feel good?" asked Edward. "I'm afraid so," sighed Douglas. "Go by the shed and see for yourself. There are some pieces of coal from the Aresdale Railway on the ground by the turntable, and Mike is the only engine on Sodor that gets coal from the Aresdale Railway. The evidence is as clear as mud." "We should pay him out," said James. "Henry doesn't deserve to suffer." "I agree," said Gordon. "But how?" Just then Toby puffed up with Henrietta. "I have just the plan," he said. Meanwhile, Mike was racing all around Sodor. He was having a blast. Just then he saw that the engines were still at the station. "What's going on?" he asked. "Why haven't you guys left?" "Oh dear, Mike, we have some terrible news." "What is it?" "We've received word that Jock is coming to our railway." "Jock? No, it can't be." "What's the matter? You aren't scared of him, are you?" Yes, I am. Before I left for this railway, I played a trick on Jock because he was jealous that I was leaving. I thought I would never see him again, but it looks like I'm in for trouble." "Yes, you are. He also said that before he arrives, he wants all the jobs on Sodor to be complete." "All of them? Every single one? Well, you guys better get to work, and fast." "But since we've been talking," said James, "we've lost valuable time. I don't think we can finish all our jobs before he gets here. And if Jock gets here and sees that the work isn't done, I think he'll be very mad at you, Mike." "Oh no, I can't let this happen. I'll take all of your trains so that we can get it done. Let's go, let's go." The engines shunted their coaches one behind another. Soon there was a long line. "Goodness me, Mike," said Gordon. "I can't even pull that. You'll never make it out of the station, let alone Gordon's Hill." "I can and I will," said Mike. "Jock will see all the jobs on Sodor complete before he gets here. I guarantee it." And Mike struggled to get the coaches going. After many tries, Mike managed to pull them out of the station. "Goodness gracious, Gordon," said James. "You can't even pull that many coaches." "Well," said Gordon, "it looks like that when Mike is scared, he becomes very strong." Douglas laughed. "We should play tricks on him more often." Mike, however, was very scared. "Oh dear," he said, "I should have listened to Rex and Bert before I played that trick on Jock when I left. Now he's going to be so mad at me." One by one, Mike dropped the coaches off at their destination. He left the express at the docks and took Old Slow Coach to Elsbridge Station. Mike was finally done with all the jobs. But there was soon trouble. When Mike arrived at the work shed, Oliver looked very sad. "What's the matter, Oliver?" "The trucks were being mean to me again," said Oliver. "Toad and I have had enough. I won't pull trucks any longer." Oliver puffed away down the line crossly, leaving a long line of freight cars in the siding. Mike was very concerned, however. He remembered about how Douglas had said that all the jobs needed to be complete before Jock arrived. But since Oliver had left, this job wouldn't be complete. "Oh well, I guess I'll just have to take this train as well," said Mike. Mike was soon coupled to the freight cars and he set off. They were bored and wanted to play tricks. "Stop that," said Mike. "I won't have any of this nonsense." "Wow," said one of the trucks. "Mike is angry. Let's play more tricks on him." "Yeah, let's bump him," said another. "Absolutely not," said Mike. He was very cross. As Mike puffed around the island, engines saw him coming. Murdoch smiled. "Remember, Mike, Tick-Tock-Jock. He'll be here any minute." Mavis gasped. "Is that him coming down the line right now?" Mike was so scared that he raced away quickly, leaving the two engines chuckling to themselves. Mike finally reached Knapford Station and shunted the freight cars into a siding. He was very tired and didn't want to do any more work. Just then, some coaches raced through the station. "Oh no!" cried Henry. "They've broken away from James's train. Somebody has to stop them. Mike, Tick-Tock-Jock, you must go help them." Mike knew that Henry meant that Jock was coming, so he raced after them. The coaches ran farther down the line and stopped outside the work shed. Mike soon arrived to take the coaches back to the station, but something didn't seem right. Mike stopped. "What's the matter?" asked his driver. "The coaches," he said. "They feel light." Mike's driver got out and stepped inside the first one. "It's empty!" he cried. "What?" said Mike. "I've been tricked." Mike left the coaches on a platform and hurried into the yard. But there were some engines there, and they were laughing their heads off. "Thanks for chasing after my coaches," laughed James. "I'm sure the passengers would thank you if they were here. Hee hee hee." "Grrr," said Mike. "Ugh, never mind. But when's Jock coming? You guys need to finish your jobs." "Jock isn't coming," said Gordon. "We tricked you twice." "What? I did all that work for nothing?" "Yep, and thanks for taking those trucks for me, too. That makes 3. Mike was bitterly cross about what had happened, so he puffed away from the laughing engines. From now on, he would never be fooled again.